Hi there, welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be making the most delicious and soft cranberry bread. Now let's get started. To a large mixing bowl, I'm going to start off by adding in 3 ripe bananas. Next, I'm going to add in half a cup of unsweetened applesauce. And now mash this all together. Next, I'm going to add in half a cup of maple syrup, but you can use any sweetener you like. Now I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And lastly, 1/3 cup of your plant milk of choice. Here I'm using coconut milk. Now I'm going to mix this all together until all the ingredients are fully incorporated. Now I'm going to set this aside while I prepare the rest. Here I have half of an orange, and I'm just going to squeeze out as much juice as possible. You will need about 1/4 cup. I'm going to pour this into my measuring cup, and as you can see, it's about 1/4 cup. I'm going to pour this into my bowl and whisk to combine. Now I'm just going to take a zester and zest the half of an orange from earlier. I'd say there's about a teaspoon of it, but I'm not totally sure. It's usually just an estimate. You don't need to add too much, but I like a little orange, so I just add a little for flavor. Now I'm just going to set that aside. If you're enjoying this recipe, then please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can get notified anytime I post a new video. Here I have a bag of organic cranberries, and I'm just going to open this and pick out the good looking ones. Mine have been sitting for a while, so you can see some of them are kind of shriveled. Those you don't want. You want like the plump and juicy looking ones, because those are not as sour. I'm going to measure out a cup of cranberries, and then I'm going to wash them and set them aside. Here I have half a cup of pecans, and I'm just going to finely chop these. Now I'm just going to add these along with the rest of my ingredients. And mix to combine. Now for the dry ingredients, I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour. Just a pinch of salt. A teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda. Lastly, for spices, a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. Now I'm going to mix this all together, making sure not to overmix. And our last ingredient, the cup of cranberries from earlier. And I'm going to mix this gently, making sure I don't squish the cranberries. Here I have a pan which I've drizzled with some oil, and then I'm just going to transfer my batter into it. Now I'm going to pop this in the oven at 350 for 50 minutes. And voila, here we have our cranberry bread. Now I'm just going to let this cool for about 10 minutes before serving. Thank you so much for watching, and follow for more simple and delicious recipes.